All right, hello and welcome, Podracing fans, to yet another of our winners bracket. Today we have jogilbee versus acE, and I'm joined by Andy Pan.
Hello.
For a sort of an off-hour stream. We don't usually host around this hour, so most of the Americans are probably asleep. And it looked like they were starting on Spice Mine Run, which is a pretty straightforward track, but
Tournament classic, so to speak.
yeah, a lot of fun for being at the end of the amateur circuit.
And it was the track that decided the last year's tournament.
That's right, yeah. So our runners are just getting in a couple warm-ups here. acE is obviously the favorite here with having 2 tournament wins under his belt, right? And jogilbee is a new face here, but he's already given us some interesting runs with Knock going 5-4 there. She's also a new face here. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, what kind of happens here. You can see there, it looked like acE was sort of delaying his start there. What was that for the bulldozer timing, do you think?
I'm not quite sure. They were very late to pick up on the countdown.
All right, but they should be in sync now, and this should be the official race here. You can see acE already obtaining a little bit of a lead here right out the gate.
It is one of those tracks where it's just so much about heat management.
Exactly, yeah. When there isn't that many complex turns or maneuvers to make, it just becomes all about maintaining that rising heat and avoiding underheating. So you want to be using your boost as efficiently as possible.
There's only a bit of a cycle with that little spaceship and dozer. And the most important part of the track, like just in terms of driving, are those turns right at the end.
Yeah, through the like the market section where you hear the crowd. Also, this part that acE is climbing is like a conveyor belt, and that gives you a little bit of extra speed as you climb it. So that'll raise your overall average speed. Which is important to sort of...
I'm not quite sure how the physics of that work when a pod racer is it's hovering over a conveyor belt.
Apparently, it makes a difference. I don't know how. It's Star Wars physics, man. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah, acE maintaining really good pace here. What was it he said he wanted to get here? I think he was going for a pretty good time.
Looks like the best tournament time this year for this track is a 3:42.
Oh wow!
By King Bean Dip.
Yeah, let's see if he can shave off of that here. I don't believe Jogilbee's taken a crash yet, so that's good. We've seen a lot of clean racing from him so far, but you can see just the difference in the level here.
Yeah,
where
avoided crashes, the Mikey Burger school of Podracing.
Exactly, yeah, just really nice, consistent, clean racing.
That's a 341 tournament
Wow.
record for this year.
All right, there we go.
But that was a very solid race for jogilbee too.
Yeah, Jogilbee coming in not shortly after on that course. Just the difference in, like we said, the boost timings. But yeah, that's the first race is going to go to acE. And we move on to our permanent bands. acE starting out with Mongaza Speedway. It'll be really interesting to see what Jogilbee's strategy is here, as far as where he's going to take acE and how he's going to implement his forces and bands to try and push acE out of his comfort zone. But that comfort zone is obviously very large. Like acE is going to dominate on a lot of different courses and setups.
So, Mongaza Speedway's Bulbous Legacy Executioner and Adobe Mountain Run has been taken out.
Jogilbee temp banning Mars and acE temp banning Inferno. So where are we going? Oh, yes. All right.
That was quick.
Right off the bat, we got bumpies, breakers, skips.
So yeah, someone already used the force.
Yeah, not a lot of runners will sort of save their forces for like a final Hail Mary where they spend them all on the last race. But I really like when you kind of spread them out to sort of maximize. Well, we'll see how it pays out, but there are different strategies for how to use it. But Bumpy's Breakers Skips is a real fun one because it's a very high risk skip, because if you miss it, there isn't much recovery, and there's a few variations you can try. There's like the safe backup method. It's probably the safest version. Then there's the sort of the hairpin maneuver that you can try. And then there's the really risky one that you just maintain speed and you wall ride off the left wall. And that's the fastest version. And you can get it with pretty good consistency if you have the right setup and the right timing. But it is still, in a tournament setting, a very high risk skip, because you're under a lot of pressure, a lot of nerves.
Yeah, if you mess it up, then you have to take the regular route. That's a really, really good idea to take acE on. Something where he could mess up.
Exactly, and I don't know why acE is on Elon. Ben is not banned. Why is he on Elon?
Could be wall riding.
All right, I guess he's rolling with Elon. Phil will be treating us to that cutscene briefly, and it looks like we are off. So acE rolling with Elon on this. It's really strange to see. Jogilbee, just before the sync gets in, makes it across, but he crashes into the top. acE makes it cleanly.
Yes, crashes but gets it. So Just respawn down where you wanted to go.
Oh, acE crashing on the shortcut. Jogilbee taking the long.
That shortcut is a tough one.
It's close so far. I wonder if acE really is uncomfortable with the wall ride with Ben.
Ben is not the best wall rider.
Yeah, acE must really like... He must be on lower frame rate. I'm not sure. All right, here it comes. Second. Both make it perfectly.
Jogilbee has the advantage
and
just
what happened?
The rest of the track. Because obviously Ben is faster.
Jogilbee crashing on the doors. acE crashing on the shortcut again. We're back in sync here.
I like how close this is.
Wow. This is incredible. Oh no, Jogilbee on the hairpin. Ben can catch up here with his extra speed here, but it's going to come down to the final skip. acE just barely makes it with a crash. Jogilbee also crashing.
So many deaths here.
This is getting really close. If acE manages it through this shortcut, Jogilbee needs to follow suit. He does. Can he catch up? The hairpin is... No!
No. Yeah, he died there in that exact spot on lap 2.
Yeah, it's a nasty section. Oh, unfortunately, that probably means acE takes this. Yep. Oh, that was incredibly close. If Jogilbee could have cleaned up, he had those skips. He had it down. Oh, that was heartbreaking. But good show from Jogilbee, nailing those skips. All right, where is he going to take us next? Jogilbee again banning Mars, and acE again with Inferno. And here we go. Into training skips. Jogilbee whipping out his second force here to take us to yet another skip track. Juan Sandage definitely the pick here. And acE struggled with this one, I believe, the last time it was picked. And you can see the setup there. He gets it fairly quickly there, but there's a lot that can go wrong here, to the point where some players will even not even go for the skip and just go for their...
Yeah, just hope that the opponent is slow on the skip.
Exactly, which is not a bad strategy, as it has backfired.
Yeah, like, if you don't get the skip really fast, it's slower.
Exactly, yeah, you have to... There isn't much time to waste with the skip. As you can see, there's a lot that can go wrong. For example, not getting the launch off, not clearing the invisible collision, and the the lap not counting once you land on the other side. You see Jogilbee's times there looked like he definitely had this down. Let's hope he can take one. Here comes the countdown for our runners. And here we go. Jogilbee setting it up. acE gets it. They're climbing, both of them. Oh no! I haven't seen that one. A really bad start for jogilbee, crashing at the top of it and sliding off on the second attempt. acE already on his second lap.
Oh, this is going smoothly.
And he crashes again. Oh no. I think jogilbee needs to he needs to hold right more, I think, is what needs to happen there. And he hits that invisible collision. acE on his third attempt. Does he get it? Yes. That is a sub-minute BTC skips.
That's the whole thing in 55 seconds.
Oh, unfortunate for jogilbee.
I don't really disagree with jogilbee's idea here for trying this skip.
Not at all. It just appears that Boonted Training is just grinding him up here. I haven't seen it this deadly before.
Yeah, that's how it can go.
Let's see if he can just get up there and finish one. And he makes it across. And the lap doesn't count. Okay, and he's done. He has had enough. That was brutal for jogilbee, unfortunately. All right, what does jogilbee have else in his sleeve? He's banning Bullseye. acE banning Grabvine.
Yeah, acE here with the big brain strats. Like, if he sees Bullseye ban, he immediately bans Grabvine. So no one can pull a Grabvine, no Bullseye on him.
Yeah, Nacho is not fun there. Yeah, I don't blame him for not wanting to go there. But it looks like jogilbee's taking us to Beto's Wild Ride, no forces. This is the third track of the amateur circuit. It's most players describe it as a sort of a jump up in difficulty compared to the first two tracks, where there's a lot of places that can kill the player. This track also features a very risky tent route that is slightly faster but much more riskier. And I wonder if acE is gonna showcase that here. He'll be adjusting, seems to be adjusting his frame rate there. And which is one thing that players are able to do to influence the physics in this game, with lower frame rates giving you better sliding and worse traction, which is not a bad thing on some tracks.
Yeah, it's an interesting case where it can be faster to have a worse upgrade too.
Yeah, when I first heard of that, I was not sure what everyone was on about, but yeah, it does help get those better turns. It allows you to sort of charge your turning a little bit, and it gives you better airtime as well. The game music, I don't think most players actually run with the game music. I think we actually advise against it since it could lead to copyright claims. So it's just better to avoid that issue. I guess some players like playing with music. Others, especially in tournament setting, you might just not want that distraction.
jogilbee with the lovely Steam background.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that broken skybox that Steam has not yet patched out, apparently.
And acE couldn't have done it any better.
Oh no! Yeah, don't look at the Aspire ports. And we're off. Usually players will take a very early death on that tunnel, but it looks like both these guys are good so far. Oh. Whoa. Jogilbee going with an interesting route.
Going for an adventure and surviving it.
That was amazing. Oh, and just clipping that rock there.
No tent for acE. Yeah, acE is just like a robot on a lot of these tracks.
Yeah, when it comes to full track, you can see that acE is a lot more comfortable. Well, even the last race, he didn't really break a sweat, but yeah, when it comes to these races that you kind of done over and over again, it's hard to like find a place to crash.
Notice how acE takes the left path and coming out of that small cave.
Yeah, he does a little better as far as where he's avoiding that slow terrain that's up there, because it'll actually slow your pod down to the point where you can't boost. So it's best to fly over that. Jogilbee again going for his adventure route, and he makes it. He's coming in with not quite sub 40, but 241.
Yeah, 241 is not the best he has done this tournament, but it's close.
Yeah, sub 40 is pretty hard to get. But 241 is still up there. All right. That gives us win 4 for acE.
And match point.
Jogilbee has one last thing to give us if he doesn't manage to win this, but he's banning Ben. acE banning Bumpy's Breakers. Apparently anticipating a salty run back. But Jogilbee's going to take us to Abyss Skips.
Yeah, that you're going to see a lot of gameplay there.
So yeah, this is probably one of the shortest races you can have, where the players will climb up the very first wall to the right and abuse sort of the lap progression system in order to complete the lap without actually completing the lap, but the game will count it.
Yeah, because there's that like penalty lap going around the starting area, and if you can touch that in the air, you can trick the game into thinking you've already hit that checkpoint.
Exactly, yeah, that's what allows this skip to be possible. You can see how acE is executing it here, where he'll sort of sway left, and then he'll completely do a 360, or however many degrees that is, and the lap will count.
Yes, Van Sandage is the fastest for this one too. He has just that extra hover height compared to the other pod racers. This makes him ideal for this category, even though he's that's lowest pod racer otherwise.
Yeah, as far as his other stats, he's not the best performer, but when it comes to this very specialized maneuver and climbing a wall, he becomes like the best tool for the job.
Yeah, he becomes speed. And there's this lore that the species he belongs to has a very short lifespan, so they're have actually been a lot of man sandwiches already.
Oh, that's right. Is he the first in his lineage? Or I know there's a Juan Sandwich Jr., but isn't that his son?
I like to imagine it's a different one each time you play him.
Every time he dies in your game, it becomes the next, the heir to the previous one. You can see acE showcasing a recovery strat there, where in case you slip off, you can actually manage to get back on. All right, our runners are just waiting for our countdown here on match point. Abyss skips. Let's hope jogilbee can maybe take one off here. All right, let's hope Ordibana will treat jogilbee better than Tatooine. You can see acE actually switching sides there. Did I see that right? But he... Oh, jogilbee on his last lap. Is he ahead right now? Yeah, jogilbee coming around. And he takes it. Wait a second. One of the laps must not have counted for acE. Yeah, he slipped off lap 1. And jogilbee got all 3 in a row clean.
acE is serious now. He has banned Anakin.
So there we go. Jogilbee did it. He got a point off of acE. Very nice. We are going to race 6. acE banning Anakin. Yeah, that doesn't bode well. Jogilbee banning Fire Mountain.
Anakin is not allowed to have the rank of master in this race.
He doesn't even get the rank of pod racer. He's completely banned. All right, yeah. So jogilbee had banned Executioner and Andobe Mountain Run. So where's acE gonna take us? This is acE's classic counter pick in Inferno skips.
Yeah, another very well-designed track.
Yeah. So here we go, yet another skips track that makes 4, which a lot of these sort of misaligned matches are turning into, where you have to introduce sort of a level of chance, well, maybe not chance, but more of a kind of difficulty in maneuver to sort of offset your opponent and introduce an element that can kind of balance the different levels between the players.
Basically, you're using the dark side.
Exactly. And you can see a lot can go wrong here as well, where you can't quite clear that ceiling, or you might fall into the lava here. But acE is very comfortable with this skip, and I hope that you can see jogilbee actually has times there that he has completed with Mars and Juan, but hopefully he can give us a good run. Jogilbee trying it out with the Juan there might not be the best strategy, but he is probably one of the better alternates for Mars. But hey, he's gonna stick with Juan, which hopefully will go well, but we'll see.
Mars is faster here.
Yeah, especially on this wall climb. You can see he's already sort of struggling to get around that ceiling, and that's not going to count. He's going to have to start from square one. acE already completing lap 2. jogilbee in the lava. Spinning
Really
around
nice
for
of
his...
the developers to put the ceiling in there to make it easy.
And that's gonna do it.
Yeah. That's it.
Jogilbee couldn't quite get over that ceiling for a successful attempt, but he's gonna call it. And the match goes to acE.
Jogilbee.
Yeah, GG's, that was good fun.
Yeah, great match, guys, and another great showcase of skips. It is always fun to see.
Yeah, 4 skips this time out of 6 races.
Yeah,
Did not expect Bunta training skips.
Yeah, were honestly pretty smart picks by Jogilbee. I actually thought you watched Lightning versus me and picked it because of that. But yeah, there was pretty smart tactic, honestly. Keep it up. I think you can surprise some people if you come up with picks like this. So that was pretty nice.
I was surprised how close bumpies came. I could have had you if I didn't crash a couple times.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
the crashes like have nothing to do with the skips. That did it.
I probably picked Ben, right? Because I just went with Elon Mac because I was like, oh, I don't want to die 3 times again, and it happened anyway.
Yeah, what's really the difference there when you use Elon Mac?
I have a really consistent method for Elon Mac on 60-20 because of Hundo runs. So I'm very, very comfy on that.
gotcha. Okay, I was wondering why Elon, but now it makes sense.
Yeah. I've also I've also been looking into different strats, but I'm not gonna talk about that right now because just keep picking BB skips versus me.
Okay.
You will see.
Got it.
But yeah, pretty smart pick. So it could have definitely worked out for you.
That's
Yeah,
easy, but still feels good getting the Abyss skip off you.
Yeah. That's getting a track of me is definitely pretty nice, honestly. Yeah. So yeah, I think you can feel pretty good about this, and hopefully make a losers run. It's not over yet, so.
Oh yeah,
You're
for sure.
taking a game of the champ.
Yeah,
And the
was it
funny
on?
thing is, Abyss skips last year was one of my go-to counter picks, so you kind of beat me on my own counter picks. So yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, so this means Jogilbee is going to face the loser of Page versus Nectarn.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna face the winner of that match, aren't I?
Yeah,
It's going
that's
to
right.
be interesting.
One thing I gotta say though, and I know it's a bit salty, but I'm really mad at Bumpy's Breaker skips. Because right now I have 6 deaths in total in tournament, and 5 of them are on Bumpy's Breaker skips.
mm,
So
That's really skewing those stats.
that makes me a bit sad, but hey. I think I'm obsessing too much about like the deaths per race. I should just go a bit
can't
more
win them all.
aggressive again. Yeah. I've just been trying to keep them really low, and the first 4 matches it worked out really well. But now it's starting to add up again a bit. So
We were so happy when the match started with a clean race for both players on Fast Mine Run.
Oh yeah. That was a pretty solid time from Jogilbee, I think. You got
Yeah.
a 3:46, right?
thanks. Yeah, I've been
Was that a
practicing.
PB for you? Oh,
Oh, it was actually, yeah.
that's nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I'd been watching your videos a bit since I played.
Well, I hope it
Not
helps.
sure.
But yeah, SMR was fun. I tried to go for tourney record, but I think I missed it by a 10th. Next time.
SMR?
Yeah.
Wait,
I think Mike has a
with
341
the 341 you got a tourney record. It was at
Really?
342 by KBD.
Oh, this year's tourney record, yeah, but I mean overall,
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I was just looking at this year.
I can check it out actually, but I'm pretty sure Mike has a 0.2 and I got a 0.3.
Yeah, Mike has a point too.
Yeah, okay.
Still
It
close.
was a good time.
Yeah, as
Oh,
always,
I-
it was a ton of fun.
Yeah, definitely. I also had a lot of fun.
GG's to both you guys, and congrats to jogilbee for taking a point off of acE. And good luck in your future matches, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to Speed Gaming for hosting this. Thank you to the runners for putting on a great show and a showcase of skips. And thank you to my co-commentator, Andy Panther, for joining me today.
And thank you for being here as well.
Yeah. Thank you to our viewers for whatever time zone you're in. Thanks for figuring out how to watch this. So we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.